Hey guys, this is lesson 2. You've already done the bell ringer. You've already completed your instructional video. You've watched the instructional video, took notes if it was necessary, and you have done the close reading of Act 2, Scene 2. So now we're moving on to your character analysis. If you took very detailed, thorough notes of your reading of Act 2, Scene 2, then completing the character analysis will be super easy. So I'm going to open it up and walk through it a little bit. This is an editable document, so I'm so sorry, I'm sleepy, you guys. So this is an editable document, so you can click on the links and type inside of each of them. If that doesn't work, then of course you can print, or if you prefer to just handwrite it, that's fine. You can print it out and write it in there and then attach it to Google Classroom and turn it in that way. But yeah, so you're going to illustrate here, and if you don't feel comfortable with your art, with your drawing, then feel free to use magazines. Cut out pictures from magazines and you can collage something. Please be mindful of the fact that that wallpaper should reflect your character. It would be something that your character, based on the character traits that you've selected, something that they would have on their as the wallpaper on their cell phone. And something that I forgot to include is that you need to also have 3 apps. So you're going to illustrate, print, cut. I don't know. Again, be creative. But on our walls, on our phones, we have like 9, 12 different apps. I'm just asking that you select 3 possible apps that you would include, that your character would possibly have on their phone. And then you would write your explanation here, design here, explanation here. For playlist, I want you to list 6 songs that your character would have. If they had Spotify, what songs would they have? Make sure again that the selections reflect the character and what's happening in Act 2, Scene 2. So if you had something like Superman on there, that probably wouldn't work, right? I know that's old school. It's probably old school for you guys, but you get the idea. I hope you get the idea. It must relate to character and events from the play. And then lastly, your text message response. Think about who would be texting either Romeo or Juliet based on what you've read in the Act 2, Scene 2 that I've provided for you, or based on the play if you watched it for extra credit. For those of you who watched it for extra credit, you have an advantage, of course, because you have a better idea of what's going on in the story. You know the character names, and you could probably go back and watch scenes from the movie to help you with this particular part. But you have enough, even from the scene that I've provided you. You have enough to complete this part of the assignment as well. Just make sure that you will write things here, write text here that is in line with the character. I can't stress that enough. If just completing this is not going to be acceptable. Each and every decision that you've made must be intentional, well thought out, and shows that you understand characterization. All right, so there are 2 things that you need to submit Wednesday. One would be your annotated scene, from the play. And I think that play is going to turn out to be, that one scene is probably going to be about 14 pages. You do not have to upload all 14 pages. This is the honor system. You can upload first page, but I will know if you've read all of those pages based on how well you do here with this analysis, with this graphic organizer, because you have to include text evidence, because it says here supported with text. So I will know if you understand what's happening in that scene. I will know if you've read it. And this assignment here will not be, it will not be full credit. This will not be a participation grade. I will actually be looking for whether or not you grasp characterization. All right, so that's the end of lesson 2. Again, there are 2 things that you're turning in: evidence of close reading, Romeo and Juliet, Act 2, Scene 2, and the completed